Alontae, obviously you've seen a lot of upheaval position-wise, but now you see some upheaval coaching-wise. Just what are your thoughts on the transition from DA to Reds?
I understand it's a business. I'm always say that, and I texted DA and I just kind of told him that, I know we all had a hand in the situation that happened, and I just apologized to him for, not making the plays against Carolina that could probably have changed the game and possibly changed the outcome.
You're playing back outside now. Trade to Marshon, obviously, your guy, and I know you don't want it this way, but this could be an opportunity for you to go back outside and stay outside. Just what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he taught me so much, man. That's always gonna be big, bro. As soon as I heard the news, he was the first person I called, and we talked a little bit. But I take this position and this situation with gratitude. I'm grateful for it, and I got the next 8 weeks to kind of prove that I can be that CB1 for this team. I don't know what the long-term plans are, but I know for the short-term plans, this is where I'm at, and so I'm gonna go out there and dominate and hold my end of my side of the field down.
I know you were excited to get out there, initially, but now, as you said, there might be the chance to be out there full time, permanently.
Mm-hmm.
Just how much excitement goes along with that.
A lot, man. I've always said it since I walked in the building, and I'm a corner. I can play the nickel, and I kind of see things right. It's like, oh, Alontae is a slot corner. And it's like, well, before it was he's a corner. Why are we moving him to nickel? Now I do, decently well at nickel. Now I'm a nickel. But at the end of the day, man, I'm a corner at heart, and so, super excited for the opportunity. And these next 8 weeks, we play some pretty good teams that got good receivers, and my covering ability and all those things will be tested, and I'm looking forward to it.
How much pride, I guess, are you showing on, or how much do you feel confidence they're showing in you? Because this is twice they've kind of traded some guys to make room for you to play a position.
A lot, man. Mickey and all those guys, I feel like they made the best decision about drafting me in the second round 2 years ago. It's just for me to go out there and just prove that, they didn't make a mistake by doing that. And so to see those guys put me in these situations and have this much trust and faith in me, it means a lot. And like I said, I take it with gratitude, and I take it as a blessing for sure.
Did Marshon kind of reference at all that you're going to be CB? Like, did he pass the torch at all during your conversation?
I mean, when we talked, he just kind of told me to hold it down. I think he said that yesterday on his post as well on Instagram, and he just told me to go out there and do what I do best. And for a long time, since they moved me to nickel, he kind of just constantly reminded me, like, I know you're a corner, Alontae, right? And so, hear that from him. I'm really looking forward to the success that he's going to have over there in Washington.
And something he did too, like, he would travel and would go inside and match up with the best. But, like, I'm guessing you feel like that's something you can do now, given your.
Yeah, for sure. Now that I've played in the slot and now I'm back outside, I mean, if we get back, I feel like the league's kind of fading away from seeing a lot of CB1s travel with the number one receivers. But that's something that the Saints want me to do. I feel like I'm definitely up for the challenge.
How crazy is this for you though? Because you went through the process of changing your identity to kind of play in the slot and having to embrace it, and then half a season is already over and you're back on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, I just bought into being the nickel at the time, but like I told you, and I think very much so, is that I'm a corner at heart, right? And so it was just about amount of time that when I got my opportunity back outside, that I was going to seize that moment and do what I got to do. And so, like I said, I honed in and embraced being the nickel, and that was my role. And if I get moved in there at some point in time throughout my career for the rest of the time, okay, cool. But corner, I'm always comfortable, and then that's where I'm supposed to be. And like I said, for the next 8 weeks, I know for sure that's where I'm going to be at. So I'm going to perfect my craft and get better.
You just look at it having that experience and being able to do it and show you can do it, it just makes you more valuable, more flexible, more is it a good experience? Is that kind of how you look at it?
Yeah, Ugo's played the nickel for a minute since he's been in the league, and to see him even look at me and ask questions, and me can kind of help him since I've been in there for the past 2 years is big. But like I said, it's just the experience was great. The time that I spent there was fun. But now I'm back outside and I'm back at home, and so we needed some lockdown corners on this side of the ball, and I feel like I'm that guy.
Why don't teams travel as much?
I don't know. I really don't have a clue. I think that's like a game plan thing, right? Like if your team feels like both of your corners can line up with the number one receivers, then that's what they decide to do, and I think that's just something that's kind of changed.
What's it like been working with Joe in this expanded role for him, and what kind of differences do you think he can bring to the defense?
I mean, Coach Woods is Coach Woods. I feel like he's gonna make his calls, and we're still playing the same defense really, and so we're just gonna go out there and execute the game plan. And Coach Woods is having a good time with it as well, as we can see at practice. So happy to see him kind of in his environment, in his element.
What's sort of the things you notice in terms of just like him being out there having a good time? Like
just confident in his guys. We're having really good conversations with him. We're doing extra work on the side as corners and safeties and things like that. And this is a test run for everybody, right? Like him going back into that defensive coordinator role where he's making the play calls, and then us out there making the plays. So.
Does he seem a little bit more aggressive in that role? Because Tyron said one of the things you guys wanted to, you didn't want to feel like the hunted, you wanted to hunt.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Coach Woods is going to talk to us and see what we like and what we don't like, and he's going to put us in great positions to make plays, and I think that's what we're feeling, that's what we're seeing. Cool. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it.